was a foggy day back in '85 while I was a youngster hanging at the park while niggas was slanging tie. Me, Pippion, Tasty Dale, when the truth clicked. Fools couldn't come to the park because the park was too sick. And back then, that's when the turf started booming. Some homies came up, some niggas' lives got ruined. As a youngster, hold this sack for OGs, watching niggas bouncing from a dub to a whole key. The park was popping, it was never stopping. Niggas rolling around in their Suzuki Samurai hopping. And that's back when we wore turf coats and turf hats with your turf on the side with a slogan on the back. The niggas coming up all because the W was a shit without a triple goose or a donkey rope. And I can remember back in the days when I had a curl and wore French braids. Start hanging, then the banging started, and that's when the turfs of Frisco departed. As a juvenile, I was a ruined child. I wish I knew back then what a youngster know now. So much game I soaked up, living off in the dope game. Seen fools ballin' and dying over cocaine, but it seems like ain't shit changed. And maybe cause a youngster ain't got deep off in the game.
Back in the days when I was a youngster, before I sold dope and before I came a hustler, it seems like ain't shit changed. Or maybe cause a nigga done got deep off in the game. Back in the days when I was a youngster, before I sold dope and before I came a hustler, it seems like ain't shit changed. Or maybe cause a nigga done got deep off in the game.
Coming up on the turf wasn't even cool. At age 14, a nigga dropped out of school, and that's the first time when I went to juvenile. And the white folks labeled me a ruined child. I caught a case, served her undercover on the spot. 5 narcs hit with 3 black and white cops. A nigga tried to break, but a dolphin closed the gate. I swallowed 3 stones, and all they found was some shake. I'm off the Terrorville, then off the 850, so they can get a mug shot and fingerprint me. Off to the hall, so they called my mama to come get me. Tried to call the house, but the fucking line was busy. Overnight stay off in B3, but it's all good cause everybody knows Cellski. And the rep that a youngster got to keep peeping out the game, cause as a youngster game is supposed to BP. Doing dirt every day just to get a rep. Paranoid, so I gotta sleep with a strap. My P.O. trying to send me off the log cabin because I don't go to school and moms ain't having her young son trying to strive. Off a nigga win a dime and the popos take mine. But something like that we can't change because the system try to keep us deep in the game.
Back in the days when I was a youngster, before I sold dope and before I came a hustler, it seems like ain't shit changed. Or maybe cause a nigga done got deep off in the game. Back in the days when I was a youngster, before I sold dope and before I came a hustler, it seems like ain't shit changed. Or maybe cause a nigga done got deep off in the game.
Well, it's 9 to 4, then came up a little more, clock a little more dough, still staying high and toe. Ain't shit changed but the weather and the clothes. Same ass busters, same janky ass hoes. 10 years strong in the game, so I consider myself a young OG. Ain't got much love from the turfs of the SFC, from the bankers to the ballers and the shot callers, and from the old drunks that be bumming for dollars. Cause on my turf it ain't nothing but a ghetto thing. Having parties, getting that, bitches are slanging cane. Everyday life since I was a young buck. 10 years in the game, I'm still trying to come up. But it's all good, it's gon' come back in one rock. Then when I pop, a young player ain't gon' stop until all my folks make a change. But y'all don't feel because y'all too deep in the game.